bridges, you have a couple optional props. You can use your ball, if you have one, to do a little more of the inner thigh work for the first set of 10. And you could also use weights at any time, and I'll give you those arms up modifications. So let's begin. Arms down by your side, your feet are hip distance apart. You're pulled up through your abdominal wall. You're in your neutral spine to begin. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, just take a little pelvic rock as we do just some mobility back and forth, going to the tailbone, up to the lower back. 2 more of those. And then bring those arms up, shoulder height. You're gonna reach towards the ceiling and then lower those shoulder blades down. Just an easy protraction and retraction. Reach the fingertips towards the ceiling and then down. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to drop. And lower those arms down by your side. Bring one leg up to tabletop, grab it, and then just a gentle circle of that femur bone inside the hip socket. And release, taking the other one. Excellent, and lower down. Now we go into our full bridges, arms pressing down by your side. Inhale to prepare and exhale if you'd like. Tuck the tailbone to roll up. Inhale at the top and then exhale, sequence down. Other option is to keep from your hip hinge, just press the hips straight up and lower down. If you would like to add weights here, if your weights are by your side, and as you come up, you lift those arms up right to shoulder height and bring it back down. So here comes our sequence. Series of 10, we bridge up, and you're choosing whether articulation feels good to you or hip hinge bridge. 8, 9, and 10. Lift and hold, drop your right hip down and your left hip down. That counts as 1 and 2. This is 3, 4, 5. So we're feeling unilateral. One leg feels that hamstring connection. 8 and 9 and 10. Lift and hold. Go ahead and lift 1 inch and lower down. If this feels too much intensity, just rise up onto one heel and then lower down. So we've got 10, 9, 8, 7. And the hips are gonna lower a little bit on this single leg lift. 5, 4, and it's a small lift, 1 to 2 inches from the mat, 2 and 1. Lower it down. Let's take a gentle hamstring stretch. Pull the knee into the chest, extend up, and flex. You've got 5 of these. Changing legs, pull the knee into the chest, allow the neck and shoulders to relax. Exhale as you press. And lower down. Moving on to our side leg series, you can go ahead and sit on up. Place the ball under your waistline and stabilize. The other hand comes on top. Lift that top leg up and kick forward and back. I'm trying to keep my hips pretty still, not moving too much as the leg goes behind me, activating that side glute and then using the abdominals here. You can totally do this without the ball. We've got 7. Same, or if this is too much on the shoulder, take it down. Then bring that leg forward as much as you can. Mine's about a 60-degree angle. If you want more stability for the bottom leg, just bend the bottom knee and little lifts up and down. About 3 inches here. Again, keeping the abdominal wall nice and tight. 4, 5, 6. Hips stay stacked, ribs stay stacked, shoulders stay stacked. And then bring it back to about 45 degrees, point the toe, and little circles for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. You should feel all that work through that lateral line of fascia. And we're gonna go ahead and come on to our all fours, our quadruped position. An option to use the ball if you want to add a little more hamstring work. Place it behind the knee and contract. So you're in a 90-degree angle, hands pressing down into that mat, right? And we lift that ball straight up and straight down. If for whatever reason this doesn't feel good on the knees, you can stand this up and lean forward on a hip hinge. 10 of these. From here, lift up and hold. Now cross diagonally and lift up. So I'm going behind the other leg and then back to center, keeping a nice squeeze on the ball. That foot is flexed, that's holding the ball. How are we doing? 8, 9, these are killer. I did them yesterday as well. 10, and then we'll laterally flex, bring the knee towards the front arm, and then back. Side bend and pull. 3, keep a squeeze on that ball. 4, 10. Go ahead and take it out. Set your ball to the side. And then we'll go ahead and do the whole series one more time. We've got our bridges for 10, then the alternating hip for 10, and then the leg lift for 10. So we bridge it up. Again, option to use those weights. Those arms will come up as the hips come up and the arms come down as the hips come down. And hold, drop the right hip down and lift up. Then the other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That whole back chain is burning. 10. Keep it up and hold, lift one foot up. Again, the option would be just to lift the heel and tap it down. 3, 4, that's 10. Take it down, take a quick hamstring stretch, pull the knee into the chest, stretch it up. 5, exhale every time you extend. 4, bring it in. Go ahead and flip on over to that other side. So we'll do the other leg. For your side glute series, again, you can grab that ball, place it underneath the waistline, arm down, arm in front, with both legs long is gonna be the bigger challenge, or you can have your ball, right, be by your side and not use that, and be all the way down. Bottom leg long is gonna be more instability to the hips. Bottom knee bent is a little more stabilized. Front hand goes right in front of the chest, top arm, and we kick it forward. If you wanted to get fancy, you could flex and point, but the focus here is on pelvis stabilizing, shoulders stabilizing, rib cage lifting up, core working. And then we'll bring that leg to about 60 degrees and we lift up and down for our lifts here. So really working the seat, keeping your waistline long. Abs are tight. 6, 7, 8, woo! Feeling those shakes. 9 and 10. Bring the leg around 45. Point the toe, little circles. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, bring it in. If you're feeling it tight there at all, you can take a quick stretch, make your figure 4, and then pull it up. Woo! So for me, that side was way tighter. And again, you can always stretch the stabilizing leg too, figure 4, and pull it in. Okay, so now we have to do that right hamstring, which I haven't done yet. We bring that blue ball back. You don't have to use a ball. Again, that's optional. You'll still feel this, holding that 90-degree angle. Hands right underneath the shoulders, knees right underneath the hips, elbow creases in towards the center. We go ahead and reach that leg up and back for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we cross it over for 10, 2. Keep the foot flexed, 3. Press into both arms, 4. So crossover and center, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now the lateral flexion, sideways, 1, and 2, and 3. Ooh. 4, this one's the hardest in the series for me. 5, hope you're doing better than me. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Lower down, shake it out. And moving on to our side stepping combo, you can use weights as an option. They can shoot out like our offering, or you can press up and reach overhead. So offering, palms up, we would reach forward and back. Press ups, palms face, arms reach up into the diagonal, not too far behind us. We want to try to find that ribcage stability. So, and we're going to step out, take a lunge, step in and reach. Step out, take a lunge and reach. You can do the arm work without any weights and still feel the work. I've got 2 pounds. So 10 is our magic number. This is the last one. And now we take pulses, bring those arms in, pulse, pulse, and step. 1, pulse, pulse, step. 2, so we're alternating. 6, 7, keep that breath going. Spine is long, abs are connected. Last one. Good. Now we'll go ahead and step front and back. Weights can go to your side. I'm going to put mine down. You could keep them as you want. So turning on your mat, step forward, step back. Now you're going to decide how big of a lunge you take it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got an overcast morning. 9, 10. So now I'm going to move from the front leg. 1, 2. So keeping the spine up, abs in. Number 6. Last one. Moving on to the side steps. Step out and then reach those arms forward. In our offering, 3. Hips go back, spine stays upright. We're going for 10 all together. Pulse it out. We pulse. Down, down, step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All moving on. Facing side, moving forward and back. You're gonna step to your comfort zone forward, step back. You decide if you're gonna take a little lunge or not. If you can move through it and not have to stop in the middle, that's a little more of a challenge. If you need to tap, you can tap in between. I think I'm on 4. 5, 6, 7. You could take those weights overhead if you wanted. Changing legs. Again, stepping where your comfort zone, you might need to tap in the middle, and that's okay. If you can do it without, that's going to be more of a challenge. 3. And move at your own speed. That's 10. So we did our standing series today. Coming into our arm series and core series, if you have weights, use them, great. If not, you can do this without. If you have a ball, it's also another opportunity to use it. So I'm gonna show the series with both the ball and the weight and without. So coming into your quadruped position on all fours, right? So we're getting ready for our modified plank. And we bend the elbow in 1, we reach it back to our tricep extension 2, and we circle the arms around 3 and tap it down 4. Bend in, reach, circle around, tap down. Bend in, reach, circle around, tap down. If you're using your weight, same deal. You're still gonna start with that tap. Bend it in, reach out, circle around, tap. Bend in, reach out, circle around, tap. If you wanted to make this more of a challenge, you could go into a half plank. So my arm that is stabilizing, my left, that left leg goes back and I work here. Or you could go into the full plank, reach, circle, tap. For those are super advanced, so I'm not gonna do that today. I've got shoulder issues on the left. So for me, the most advanced is that left leg reaching around. Without any weight, same thing. Reach, back, circle, tap. Reach, back, circle, tap. So now you've got the drill. Let's do 10. I'm gonna go ahead and use my ball. That feels best for me today. My knees are stacked under my hips. My shoulders are aligned on my wrists. I bend the elbow in 1, reach, down, tap, and 2. Reach, down, tap, and 3. And 4. And 5. 6, 7, 8. Moves pretty quick. Keep breathing. 9 and 10. Take a break. Shake out those wrists. Flex and extend. Maybe take some wrist circles. Give it a little pull back. And other side. I'm going to turn around. It's easiest for me, but you could just change hands. So the sequence again, bend the elbow, reach it back, and circle, tap. 1. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Go ahead and we're going to come into our quadruped position again. Taking some tricep push-ups today. So bend those elbows in towards your hips and then press away. So that I am leaning forward. My elbows are going through my waistline. That's 10. Go ahead and sit back. Again, shake out those wrists. Whatever you need to stretch for yourself, take some circles. And then we go back one more round, right and left side to those taps. Again, using your weight, a ball, or just your arm. Bend 1, 2, reach, touch, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Going right into the other side. I'm just going to shift forward a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a lot of support on one arm. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shift back, shake it out, set your ball or your weights to the side. This time we're going to go ahead and take our quadruped push-ups in more of a chest pec work. So my fingertips angle in, my elbows go out to the diagonal. Again, I'm still in my quadruped on all 4. If you wanted, of course, you could take it to a full plank, and we press for 10. Feeling the pecs. That connection between the thumb and the first finger. That is our pec, our chest, and our bicep. And our our forearms. 9, 1 more, and 10. You can pull back into a child's pose to stretch that. Awesome. Moving on to our core, you can grab that ball if you have it, or just be flat on the mat. It's just a nice feedback prop if you want to use it. So coming into our regular ab series, lengthen over your ball, exhale, curl, right? That would be one way here. I'm grounding my feet, my inner thighs are engaged, my hamstrings. If you did it without the ball, right? Same thing, right? So for this one, without the ball, we're in our neutral spine. If we have the ball, we're in a little bit of a pelvic tilt. Exhale as you curl up for 10. Now just putting stability on one leg. Let's bring the front leg into tabletop. Keep the back leg, the foot anchored. Curl up for 10. Changing legs, lift it up, curl up for 10. Let's go into our 100. So we can do this one of 2 ways. We can use a chair. I'm going to use my box and pretend it's a chair. So hopefully you can see that. I think you can. What's nice about this is that I'm still going to be active in my core. I'm not just relaxed, but there is an engagement and I'm supported. So it's a little lift and I can work through those legs. Inhale to prepare, arms reach up. Exhale as you curl up and just pump those arms by your side. So if you go too low, you're not going to feel that shoulder blade. I like to go a little bit more like mid-thigh. Everybody teaches this a little different. So inhaling for 5 and exhaling for 5. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100. Lower down. Moving on to obliques, I'm going to bring my front knee up and I'm going to twist. I'll use that chair and then reach the leg out and then the other side. So it just changes where gravity is and how I have to engage. bringing the leg up to tabletop. You could also do this, right? Back at your feet on the floor position, if that feels like too much. So you're in charge of you and what feels good for your body right now. I'm at the PV club and the sun keeps going in and out, so I'm a little bit bright. Stay with me. Hopefully I can throw a filter on that in editing. Right, and lower down. Taking a couple deep breaths, just allowing the weight of the spine and the hips to go into the mat. Arms, palms up, inhale through your nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Couple more breath cycles like that.